Brian Pritchard, FetcherNews.com. I'm here with Georgia U.S. Senate candidate David Perdue. Mr. Perdue, thank you very much. I'm going to go straight into reading my statement in question. While campaigning for you Saturday, Senator Ted Cruz said Harry Reid has declared war on religious liberty and free speech. You brought that up, but there's a reason I'm particularly asking this again. Friday, the Federal Election Commission, made up of 3 Democrats and 3 Republicans, heard a case involving free YouTube online video posts. The vote was split 3-3. Please bear with me, sir.
No problem.
3 Democrats voted to investigate 2 political videos posted on YouTube. Ann Revelle, Vice Chair of the FEC, made the following statement. The FEC should no longer turn a blind eye to the Internet's growing force in the political arena. My question to you, we are FetcherNews.com. We're an online news network. What do you think about the FEC doing this? And they definitely want to try to change this, our freedom of speech. What do you think about the Internet?
I'm very afraid of that. I mean, this is a slippery slope. I mean, when do these guys in Washington get it? You don't mess around with the First Amendment or Second Amendment or any of the Bill of Rights. I mean, this is our God-given right here in the Founding Fathers' own words. I mean, freedom of religion, freedom of speech was number one. That's what they put first. I think this is a very dangerous thing, and that's why we brought it up Saturday. That's why we're talking about it in the campaign. Most people aren't aware that the Democrats in the Senate are really trying to move in that direction. I think it's a very dangerous thing to start talking about putting any kind of controls on that. So I'm a very staunch enemy of that sort of movement.
Well, let me just follow that up real quick. FEC Chairman Lee Goodman, a Republican, said in an interview this morning, there is an effort to change the rules. So I'm going to ask you, as a business owner and you a businessman, FetcherNews.com is an online news network. Would you make a commitment to FetcherNews.com to preserve the freedom that we have to broadcast?
Well, all the things that I've done in this race is to preserve the freedoms. I talk to the people whose Second Amendment rights are important to. The people talk about the First Amendment rights. I'm going up there to defend the Constitution. I mean, that's the main reason I got in here, is that it's being abrogated right now in so many ways and threatened. And people are hurting out here because of that. This administration, in bypassing Congress and the oversight responsibility it has, I think is setting bad precedents for the future generations of leaders in this country. And I think this is a bigger conversation than just the economic issues that I got in here to start with. I'm very concerned about the ideological issues that we're debating right now. So yes, I would very definitely support that.
Saturday, listening to Senator Ted Cruz, he made a direct statement, and this was his direct quote to libertarians. He said, listen, maintain your passion for liberty, but show up and vote for David Perdue and then hold him accountable. He made a plea to libertarians. How about you making a plea yourself to libertarians, and name one libertarian issue that you stand strong with that's important to libertarians?
Limited government. And yes, I make this same plea everywhere I'm going, not just to libertarians, but independents, Democrats, Republicans. This is bigger than partisanship. This is about the direction of our country. You know, I even made a comment last night to my libertarian opponent in this race that I admire her standing up for individual liberty. You hear me talking about the founding principles of economic opportunity, limited government, and fiscal responsibility. The last one I point out is individual liberty. So I'm really asking all Americans to stand behind these principles and help us decide. Give Obama the mandate to keep going in that direction, or give us a mandate to change the direction for the country.
The president just appointed a ebola czar, and so could you just briefly share with us your view of his new czar and how the president is doing on this serious issue that the citizens of this country are very concerned about?
Well, like so many issues right now, he's not standing up as the leader of the free world. He's not standing up as the leader of America. You know, this is a bad idea, you know, naming a czar, but particularly a political operative, not a medical professional. I mean, this is a crisis. We already have a leader in a crisis situation like that. That's called our commander-in-chief. That's the President of the United States. There's no need for an Ebola czar. There is a need for a president to stand up and give us a direction to protect our national security and the national interest of our people here at home.
Thank you, Mr. Perdue.